Yo, let's get it, boys and girls. It's gonna be a great week, and just looking at the futures going on tonight, we're opening, the futures market opened around this higher 280, 450 range. Um, it's certainly gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen. Um, in around the open tomorrow, but as of right now, it's looking like we're testing this upper range again, from last week's high, and that's going to be interesting. Now, I want to look at a few things and a few time frames first, but right now, our MACD a little overextended on the upside. Um, we're above the 13 EMA on the weekly, above the middle Bollinger Band, and we finally, closed above some resistance, heavy resistance, that 281.27 range on Friday. Um, and as of right now, we're looking for a gap up. So we're gapping into last week's, well, 2 weeks ago's high at around the 285 range, 284, um, up near here. This is gonna be tough around this 285.07 level. Um, one of the things before, and I'm pretty glad I didn't make the video prior to checking the futures out, is I was expecting to move up until this area. That was the target. I have these two, this 284.19 and this 285.07's down as my upside targets, and as of right now, it looks like we're right near there. We're gonna open near there. Now let's think about this. Um, we go to the daily. We have room up until this level, but it's possible to get a double top up here. Um, Now it's not certain to say that it could obviously go both ways, and momentum could certainly mount. We are coming out of a little sideways trading from last week to the upside on Friday, so that momentum's looking to carry over into the open. And let's see if this MACD can reverse, go green. The Bollinger Band is squeezing, so this is either going to go one direction or the other. Pretty tight right now, almost like a spring. How you got to think about it. This market's been pretty tight. A little bit of a consolidation. It's either going to go one direction or the other, like I just said. So what I want to watch for are these two levels up in this area at that 285.07 and that 284. Especially from this candle right here. It's a little sloppy, with all these price levels and indicators and whatnot. Um, that's why I always have them marked down in my notes. But that's certainly going to be interesting, because if we do get above this high and the bulls can hold that as a support, we'll surely look to test these all-time highs. Um, we'll need to see the Bollinger Bands begin to expand and then start a new trend on the upside. As you can see here, the 13 EMA was sort of going flat. Now it's looking for another leg up, and that's going to be something interesting to watch. Uh, a lot of stocks you're going to see, in the watch list that I'm going to provide, they're following a similar setup, very similar. It's going to be interesting to keep your eyes on, but I do want to pay attention to the weekly, because the weekly is a bit overextended. Now, that's not to say we don't penetrate, into this level and then fail, but I certainly want to see how we're going to react around, um, 2 weeks ago's highs from this candle here. If we get above that, it's possible we make a run up. But like I said, we need to have some sort of consolidation. We're having a little bit now. Um, I'm just not going to be too quick to jump on the train. Like I said, and like I always say, Monday gap ups can be tricky, usually require patience. Um, it's going to be interesting. I didn't really see any news out. Obviously, I'm going to keep looking going into the night further, but that's a little bit to talk about on the SPY. I'll go over the rest of our watch list and see what we got going on. Few of the same stocks from last week, last few weeks actually. Is this setup still on Facebook? We're looking to squeeze above our middle indicators and start a new uptrend on the upside. Like I said, 172 resistance, a break above that, and we have room to run. Same with the SPY. So if the SPY breaks that level, look for these other setups to break as well. Um, definitely one to watch, as we do have a lot of upside room up until around this area here, even here. That's about a 6 point play, and then we have this sizable gap to work with. Obviously, we'll take it one day at a time, and I'll cover and update it as we go. But we're trading in this sideways channel for now with a gap on the downside that has held so far. It's certainly going to be interesting to see what goes on in the overall market, but I think we're going to have a lot of better intraday setups on some of these watch list stocks compared to the SPY. The SPY is more or less going to be used as a bit of a tracking indicator for me this week. From what it looks like so far, I mean, we've traded in pretty tight ranges. I think these setups could be a bit more profitable. That's the setup still on Facebook. I want to look at HP again. I'm looking for a reclaim of this 1951 level, which is long-term support. All the way back here, it was a low here. It's a long-term support. We're looking for that to reclaim. We are looking to squeeze above the middle Bollinger Band, and if we do squeeze above the middle Bollinger Band, we also have that white line, which is the 13 EMA right there as well. So if we do take out this resistance level in tomorrow's session or in next week at all, we have room to run up and test the back of this top channel here at the 2030 level. So it definitely gives us some room to make money. These contracts are pretty cheap, so it's going to be an interesting setup to say the least. Probably a better swing trade rather than a day trade, but always good to keep your portfolio diversified. I can't express that enough. Another one, Bank of America, same as last week. We held this support here, looking for a reclaim again of this bottom support. Looking to reverse out of the downtrend here. We have that 13 EMA right at the bottom of that support. So this is going to be an interesting setup as well. We'll see if the financials can get some money back involved. We had a nice volume day on Friday. We did hold this support. It's going to be a fun one. We'll see if this one can re-enter this range and push higher. Definitely one to keep on watch. We'll go down the list. We got BABA looking like a bull flag. Already looking like it's breaking out. Wrong. What am I doing? We have that bull flag and breakout of it on Friday's session, a breakout above the 13 EMA, a breakout above the middle Bollinger Band. We are testing this resistance here, which is a gap resistance at 182.90. That's going to be in play on Monday. Given the fact that we are gapping up, we have to wait and see where we are going to open on this stock. But we have that reversing MACD out of a downtrend. We're looking for this to break out to the upside and see if we could get out of this neutral, tightly squeezed Bollinger Band setup. If we do break this, we have room all the way to the 188 level, and then the next daily resistance is at 192. So definitely some room on the upside here on Alibaba. Weekly chart, like I said, a bit overextended. It's going to be interesting to see if this market is going to accept that gap up and build higher, or we're going to reject last week's lows, and that's going to be our ultimate resistance point, and that's what's going to get the bears going. I won't be hesitant to take a short in that level. A small short, nothing crazy. I'm not going to bet all my chips, but I will be interested to see if that level initially fails early on in the morning. I will take a position up there just in case, if momentum decides to enter this market on the downside. We haven't seen that much yet, but it will be something I, won't be too shy to attack, as it is going to be a pretty heavy resistance. And like I said, those weekly indicators, higher time frames, they're getting pretty extended. So we'll see about that. One more, Visa, another one, overextended. But if you look at the daily chart, it's supporting a possible breakout. Another bull flag, and it looks like we broke out on Friday of this this flag, and we have room to the upside with this top Bollinger Band leading the way. We'll have to see how this works. It doesn't necessarily line up on the weekly charts, but it's going to be interesting. Needless to say, overextended MACD. We did get nice volume last week. Definitely a play to watch. All of these, we're definitely going to have to watch them. If the market and the SPY breaks out of last week's high, Visa, BABA, Facebook, they're all nice setups to watch. definitely keep your eyes on them. Watch them closely. Choose your favorite. I know everybody has a lot of favorites when it comes to stocks they like to trade. That's why I try to give you guys a little bit of a diversified setup in terms of stocks to watch and charts in general. So that's what I got. That's what I got planned for this week for us. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, we're gonna have to be patient. Totally gonna have to be patient. We're gonna have to see where we open up tomorrow morning. A lot can change overnight. So I'll be in touch with you guys tomorrow morning if need be. And anything drastic happens overnight, I will make a video in the morning. But if nothing changes and we're along the same game plan, I'll just talk to you guys in chat. So see you in the morning. Have a good night's sleep, and let's make some money tomorrow.